Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting session. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your boy Sam, all the way from Ontario, Canada. Uh, Before I proceed, I really want to appreciate my audience. I want to appreciate my subscriber. Uh, you know, it has been interesting so far, and I really want to appreciate you guys for watching my videos, for subscribing, and also sharing. It means a lot to me. Okay, today on this section, I will be clearing all the lies. Let me put it that way: clearing all the lies. Some of you might be wondering, Sam, what do you mean by clearing all the lies? How some people will sugarcoat things for you, like, oh, when you just come to Canada, oh, with a visitation visa, you just start working. After 2 weeks, you just change your visa from visitation visa to work visa and you start working. My brothers and sisters, man, it's not easy. It doesn't work that way. Don't let them push you to something that you regret or something you didn't plan for. Okay, so in this video I'll be try to clear some lies or the popular things out there, like, oh, when you come to Canada with visitor visa, you just start working immediately. So that's why I titled this video clearing the hair, right? Clearing the lies, rather. Okay, so kindly stay tuned and enjoy. It will be very short. Now, for people that are looking into applying for visa to Canada, most especially visitors visa, and you have the thought in your mind that when you get to Canada, you like to work legally. Kindly note, I said legally, and you want to know the process on how you can change your visitor's visa to work visa in Canada. Okay, so presently it is legal. If you're in Canada, you can change your visitor visa to work visa, but there are a lot of conditions involved. Okay, so firstly, don't let anybody lie to you that when you come to Canada with visitors visa, you'll be able to work legally. It's not possible, but you can work in Canada, but you have to change the status of your visa. What do I mean by that? You may need to change the status from visitors visa. You need to change it to work visa. And what are the processes involved? Number one, you may need to find an employer that is willing to sponsor you, that will provide you LMI documents. That is documents that an employer here can use to hire a foreigner to work in the organization. That's number one thing. Then after you have the work contract and you have negotiated with your employer, the next thing to do is to put in your application to change the visitor's visa to work visa. Then there are some documents that will be involved. You have to fill the government documents, you have to submit the contract terms, you have to submit the LMI documents that bind both you and your employer together. Also note that once an employer is sponsoring you, we call it a closed work permit. A closed work permit, meaning that you can't work for another employer within that contract that you have with your employer. You can't work anywhere else unless you terminate your present contract, right? Then you look for another employer, which is not easy. So let me proceed. So once you have your document and you fill all the required papers by the government, you submit your application. It will take like almost 90 days for the visa to be changed, to be processed, like from starting to finish. On government website you can cross-check. It will take like 90 days. So it's not an easy process. Like, people, your agents from your country just tell you, oh, you can just have work visitors visa. When you get to Canada, you just start working. It doesn't work that way. You may need to change your status from visitor to work permit. And if you're working with visitors permit, you're working against the law. You are not doing the right thing. So please don't do that. Please don't spoil your chances. If you have your visitor's visa, when you come in, don't work, don't do any underground job. Please kind of find an employer that will, give you a job. I can say, if you're in Canada, honestly, and you have the skill and you look through Job Bank Canada, you should be able to get employer that will hire you. Once you're not lazy and you have the required skills, I can tell you that within 2 months you should be able to, get a sponsor and go through the right legal means and change your status of your visa from visitor's visa to work visa. However, like I said, the process might take up to 90 days, which is 3 months or more, and you may need to plan ahead, draw on the map, you do your plannings. How do you want to survive during those period of waiting, the waiting period to get your visa approved, because you can't work legally? How do you want to survive? Do you have enough money to pay for accommodation, or to pay for short rentals, or to feed yourself? These are the things that is very crucial, important, and it is you have to do all your plannings very well before you proceed on the journey. Draw your map very well, do your research very well before you proceed, because before you can get the visa changed, it will take some time, and you're not legal to work. You're not legally allowed to work. Yes, you're not legally allowed to work. So until you get your work visa officially, then you'll be able to work. So you should note what you will be doing those period, how you feed yourself, how you buy food, pay bills, and if you're lucky to stay with someone, or maybe you have a relative there accommodating you, good one for you. Okay, so I just want to clear the lies that you can just come into Canada with visitor visa and start working. No, you can't do that. And also, if you're health practitioners, for instance, if you're a nurse, you can come into Canada and look into some provinces like New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward. You can write the board exam, NCLEX exam. You can register as a foreigner here, right? And once you pass the exam, the NCLEX exam, to show that you are a registered nurse and you pass the exams here in Canada, I can assure you you'll be able to get a job. Okay, you might not see a direct nursing job, but you can see a personal support worker or disability support worker or direct support worker. At least you're doing something, and you can of course get a nursing job, but you must have done your West evaluation, right? You must have done your West evaluation, and once you can pass that exam, you'll be able to get a job. I think when you search very well, you should be able to get a job. Okay, this is the information I have for you on this session. I hope you guys have gained 1 or 2 things, and do your proper planning before you begin your journey to Canada. Okay, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for sharing my videos. I'll see you some other time.